So I don't think that the title I have in mind is going to fit, but I'm going to send it to you so you can see. Ooh, nice.
Oh, okay. Not sexist time.
Yeah.
I do this back. Friend. Ah, shit. Yeah, let's see how many maps are left. Like 2, I think.
In what?
Like on the map. Yeah, there's one that's
there's
directly.
two.
Yeah, there's one that's like directly next to that crater. That's uncharted fully. And there's one that's entirely, I guess, I don't know where to get to, but like simply next to the fog rift catacombs, or Raft Cave.
Yeah, you're not getting that one for a bit. Wait, hold on, right next to fog rift? Oh, well, I'll show you. Yeah. I'll show you how to get that one later. But
okay.
All right, hello, cool people. I'm joined by the one, the only, the impeccable Axor.
Hi.
Yes, that is he. He is Axor. And I wanted, when we were before the stream started, I was expressing horror and revulsion, and also a bit of amusement because let me solo her rather, that guy. Is playing Dark Souls 2 and has encountered the single worst area in not only from Dark Souls 2, not only the Souls series, but also the entire FromSoft catalog. It is the single worst area in the entire game. Nobody should ever suffer through it. It's awful. It's bad in every respect, and everybody who's played the game even once knows what I'm talking about, and everybody who hasn't played the game should be very glad they don't. But I am now going to tell you what it is, because if we had to suffer, you did too. But at least you only have to know about it instead of experiencing it. So, may I set the stage?
Is it weird when you say that? It's like it is really bad, but like I don't know. Have you played all the Kingsfield games?
Okay, that's fair. I have not played Kingsfield. It is everything after starting with Demon Souls. It is the worst area they've ever done.
Fair. It's the worst thing in a Souls game.
No, it's worse than Elden Ring. Anything in Elden Ring or Bloodborne or Sekiro. But do you know this area?
Everyone calls them Souls games because that's what that like. But yes, I understand. It's definitely an inaccurate way of saying it.
Fair. Okay, yes, it's. But do you know this area? If not, will you let me make you suffer by telling you about it?
I know it's the DLC for the Snow King.
Yes, it's a specific.
It's the thing. It's the thing where you go fight the invisible tiger to go fight the other tiger at the same time.
Yes, except that area by itself is actually great. The unfortunate thing is that this area here is the Frigid Outskirts, which is a specific subset of the area where 3 things are happening. 1, there is a blinding snowstorm that only lets up for a couple of seconds every minute and a half or so, meaning that you are completely fucking lost, and the entire terrain is absent of almost any identifiable features. It's just snow, so you're gonna get fucking lost. Number 2, you are being chased by basically constantly respawning electric flying frozen reindeer, because Santa decided to say fuck you. And they are not only extremely hard and just really difficult to fight, both in terms of like their stats and just their movesets, but they will keep respawning until like super, like you kill them like a bajillion times.
Yeah, that sounds like bad design.
And at the end, and also I forgot to say, at the end of the area there is a bottomless pit that will kill you if you don't know exactly where it is.
Okay.
And then your reward is you get to fight 2 cats that are just a copy of the much cooler cat that you fought earlier in the DLC when they were either invisible or after you had made them not invisible.
Right now, I'm trying to find the thing that the friar gave us, or like the what was his name?
Oh, Emir?
Yeah, I'm trying to find the thing he gave us.
Yeah, so it's the finger. It's the finger whistle thing. It's a whistle, but Also,
No,
I will say,
give us a map.
yes. Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and. Oh wait, did you get to the second finger
The
ruin?
first thing he gives you is a map.
Yeah. So you should have gone to the first finger ruin. Oh no, wait, you haven't. We haven't.
We never did because you never wanted me to do everything else first.
You know what? That's my bad. All right, we can go do that now.
If I were gonna do like all
Yes,
we can of that so far.
I will tell you though that if you go back to the Hornsent Grandam in Bellarat,
Yeah, I got the mask on, but yeah.
And have the mask on, she will give you something cool.
All right. Well, before that, I need to find his fucking map, but I can't find it.
I can also just tell you where to go if that's easy.
I know, but like I just want to see.
It should be in it should be in key items.
Okay, is it not? I guess it's not info then. Okay, sorry.
Yes, it is in. Oh wait, it's not in it. No, hold on. Wait. Oh, where is this actually? Hold on.
I also have these fucking prayer books to give and these bell bearings actually to put away. Where is it?
Oh wait, it is in info. If you go to info, it should there's a section for
info,
DLC stuff. It should be above the last section above the tutorial.
All right, cross map, do cross map, ruins map. There it is. That's what it is.
Okay, so what you want to do is you want to, when you're ready, go to the cerulean.
Oh, we're going to the finger ruin. We're going to that finger ruin. That's about. Oh yeah, I see what that is. Like the one that's east of the one that's east of the Cerulean Coast.
Yeah, it's northeast of the Cerulean Coast. So the best place to go is to the Cerulean Coast cross map. Grace.
All right. Do I have? Let's see. Cerulean Coast cross. Yes. Before that, I'm gonna go to talk to I'm gonna go to Bellarat.
Yeah, talk to the Hornsent Grandmama. Let me check something. Where is Venomous Fang? Hi, Vincent. Oh god, Okay, the Venomous, that's, okay, I don't know. That's it, the Abandoned Cave in Caelid, which, be hard to get to. Okay. Map, you wanna load in? Game. Okay. Hi, Vincent. But yes, let me know when you're done with the Grand Dam, and I'll be quiet while you are giving her the good chat.
I just remember where we. Okay, there. That's the hallway I go to. There you go.
It should be called Small Private Altar.
No, I got that. I just went the wrong fucking way.
There you are. Alright, well, I found that without too much difficulty.
So decrepit, and like the horns are just like grown. Everything. Gourmet scorpion stew.
That one actually tastes good, apparently.
Alright, I'm gonna go to the Cerulean Coast Cross now.
I am currently making a terrible decision and suffering in a Pit of Scarlet Rock, Bat and Kaylee in the base game because I think there's an item I want to get. That's not it. Okay, well that's unfortunate. I realize I have Flame Cleanse Me and I could, just fucking use that. But that would require me to have planned ahead. It didn't.
A message from Lita.
Oh. Sure.
It was at Cerulean Cross.
Oh. Must have missed that last time.
Pedestrians to St. Superstar Nicholas Trail. Thane passed on a message to sealing trees in the ancient ruins of Rau. I was beyond the hybrids leading to the first floor of the storehouse. I will join you there once I have finished the task at hand.
Okay, I'm poisoned and rotted. This is not good. Yes, I'm in a cave that I think we missed when we were playing. Oh, and I'm dead. Well, that's unfortunate.
What's it called?
It's called Abandoned Cave. I'm trying to get a specific weapon here. It isn't cave.
Okay, what was it next to?
It's near Celia Everjail, but it's, not really worth going.
No, I have a abandoned kid on the map.
You what? Oh, you do? Huh. Oh, I did it, so I guess you must have done that. Good on you. I just need to run quickly and get something, but, from here you want to kind of go forward and loop around. So from the Cerulean Coast Cross, you want to go forward and kind of loop around, northeast. You should find a way that you can get onto the beach where you can see and fight a bunch of finger creepers. You want to keep going east along the beach until you can get into that finger ruin.
Sorry, alright, so let's go across the edge until I see finger creepers.
On the beach,
Coast.
yeah, there should be a beach.
Alright, I'm going down the rocks to the shore. You guys see how much finger creepers down that beach?
Yeah, and if you can get to the shore, keep following that path going.
Kind of ignore the finger creepers and keep going.
Yeah, I don't think there's really nothing in terms, like on the way. Penny there, place.
A lot of messages around on this fucking beach.
That's because there's some finger creepers hiding in the sand, and they're probably warning you.
Visions of fruit and short angel.
Okay, I guess not. Yes.
Great grave glovewort.
Oh yeah, at the end of those coffins is a glove. Oh, wait, I already got the item. Cool. I don't actually need to stay in this area, but I guess I might as well because it just occurred to me that the gold scarab is found here, and I probably should have gotten that ages ago.
Okay.
I'm just gonna go ahead and...
I might keep going down the beach now because I went up to get that glovewort from like the beach.
Yeah.
Like,
also, I'm already at the end. I forgot how short this place is. Hello, goodbye. Wow, a single knee heal was killed him. Damn. I know I'm enormously over leveled, but that is still...
Why does that fucking matter?
I just like it. No, I meant like
Why are you always?
Finish.
Why do you
Let
always?
me finish. Can you finish? Like, there's a difference. Like, this is a place I meant to do at like level 40. I am level 180. It's a little funny that I'm killing them in like 2 shots, but also I shouldn't be surprised. Is what I was saying.
I mean, that's just a nice play experience, honestly.
Not for me, but whatever. I just thought it was fun.
Well, you're someone that I honestly feel like you should do the thing where you only do 1 point of damage and then just beat something that has 100 HP and see how that goes.
It's fun in this context because it doesn't matter. If it had been my first time playing the game, I would be a little annoyed. Oh shit. I want to try something on the boss that we're gonna fight soon that I haven't done for any other.
Okay. Alright, I think I'm approaching the ruins.
Awesome.
Of Fort 9.
Nice.
Oh, and they are ruins of Rhea.
Yep. Unfortunately, this is not the awesome Rio. Also, it's spelled different.
Sure. Should I just go north of it? Just keep going, in
There should be a
through.
grace, but yeah, there's a set of items you can find if you take the path down to the west. But if you go north, you'll get what you need. Jesus Christ, man! Holy shit! Giving a cult to the Venomous Fang, like, stupid supercharges its poison buildup. Oh, well, I guess, kind of give away what I...
Sure, it's not like I would know what that is, really.
Oh yeah, and there's a thrusting shield. Does upgrading that give me flash? That's probably not going to be very good now that I think about it. Science.
Found a coffin? Oh no, it's a remembrance duplicator.
Yes, that's it. So they added 3 new remembrance duplicators in this DLC because of all the new remembrance bosses.
I don't think which one I should try to duplicate, honestly.
Your choice. I cannot make that choice for you.
I think I already did that. I think I already duplicated Renala's.
Rolana's, you mean?
No, Renala's. I already did that, so it's like, do I just duplicate? I guess I would do Rolana so I can actually get her swords if I want to play with that.
That sounds fun. I am running out of rune consumables to use.
What are you using them for?
Just to upgrade stuff.
Okay.
Probably not really worth it. Well, wait. I say that. I say that while I still have, like, you know, all of the boss rooms and such, but I don't want to pop. I don't want to pop. Not using. Speaking of which, I guess I should also check whether Commander Gaius's weapon is worth it. I haven't used that one.
Oh, these weird, like, finger crawlers. What the fuck is...
They are called lampreys.
Like, fake fingers?
No, they're literally called lampreys, but
I mean, I get that. I just. The sight of like the shadow tree from like the ruins is like kind of insane looking.
yeah, it's pretty. The game looks good. Just does. Alright.
What the fuck just sniped me? What the fuck?
Oh, right. Ah, yes. I forgot about this part.
I was like gravity locked to the ground. Like.
Oh, right. We haven't killed Gaius, and I forgot. We haven't killed Gaius in my world yet. Shit. That's annoying.
I'm sorry for you, man.
No, it's fine. I was interested in testing that. It's fine. Oh.
Well, I think I'm gonna get to the things in the center of these ruins.
Yes.
Wait,
so
no, lamprey. Lamprey just like shoot the. Oh, they like can really make holes through time and space. Okay.
Yes. So what happens is they will shoot you with the same. By the way, I should point out it's the same paralyzing spell that the giant finger creepers have. The large finger creepers.
Okay. How do I? I can't break.
Yeah, you need to button mash.
I was doing that. Yeah.
The other thing is, if you're on torrent, the spell will instantly dismount you, and you'll actually have iframes from being on the ground, and the teleport should miss. The teleport attack should miss.
Usually that one does miss, but it's more the part of being bound.
Outside. Yeah, for that you have to do the, I think you either have to weapon, button mash, or just really, like, keep an eye. Once you know where they will try to shoot you from, you can,
Okay, so what I'm looking for, because I'm now with, like, the weird finger structure in the center of the crater.
Now you're paranoid. What they're trying to do.
No, I'm asking you.
Oh, sorry. The beams are not coming from the center of the.
I found them. Okay, I sound the hanging bell. Okay, there it is.
Yeah. The beams are coming from a couple of lampreys that are scattered throughout. So now you want to go back to Ymir, and he will give you another map to the.
Crimson Sea Talisman +1.
Yes. Worth a read if you want, although it doesn't have too much of it. There is also, I did mention earlier, if there is like a lower path if you hang to the southern edge of the Finger Ruins, that near the entrance area, that leads you to a shack with a couple of items and some loot.
South to left or the right?
South, and then go to the left.
Facing downward or upward? Or I guess, is it left of the going south?
Okay, go back to the Grace. The Finger Ruins of Ria Grace.
Mm-hmm.
And then you should be able to look down and to your left, to the west, and see a set of ledges that you can go up.
Looking down from the Grace to the giant drop ahead of us.
Yeah, you should see like a hole in the side of the wall to the left. You need to, like, you see a hole in the side of the wall to the west. You can't reach it from where you are, but if you go down to the bottom level of the Finger Ruin, you'll be able to get to it. You see?
Oh, okay, because I do not see the hole, but I understand what you're saying.
You see the hole. It was made for you.
Have you actually read that story?
Yes,
I have.
It's awful. No,
it's wonderful, but it fucked me up.
No, yeah, Junji Ito is a wonder. This area does remind me.
He's actually a very nice man. He's a very nice, happy man.
It's funny. He's like the reverse of Miyazaki, who keeps, like, Miyazaki, not the Dark Souls guy.
Yeah, I know. Miyazaki of, like, yeah, I know.
Studio Ghibli, who, like, makes, like, super fun, happy, charming stuff, and like,
he's a very invisible man because he keeps seeing people, like, because he keeps seeing people just kind of, like,
bastardize this stuff. Yeah.
Bastardize and eat, basically do an Ouroboros of their own stuff and be like, there's no progress in the world.
Yeah. But Junji Ito, like, makes the most horrific shit in the world, and is actually just a perfectly pleasant dude. But yes, this area actually reminds me a little bit of something, like, out of something he might do. Like, the Spiral manga, did you read that one?
Izumaki, yeah.
That was horrifying, and
I have not read all of it, because, yeah.
Yeah, no, this is kind of...
I know the animated version of it was, like, someone could, like, truly fucked up the production of that, so, like, that was never going to be a good product, unfortunately. Finger mimic. That's a material. Nailstone.
Where'd you find the nails?
It was just on the ground next to like these like giant finger spear, like eggs next to these like the finger rocks.
Because I'm going to the area now. I've already blown the bell.
Good for you. I'm just like amongst.
I'm not criticizing.
No, I'm saying good for you.
Oh yes, I see where you found it now. Oh.
I'm trying to find the shack though. Is it like I guess I'm gonna go up now?
You got to keep going on. It should be called Finger Weaver's Hovel.
I'm just gonna kill these lampreys just so they can't shoot me. Also because I can two-shot them all unmounted.
Nice. Yeah, you'll have to go like on a switchback. You should get jumped by a large finger creeper on the way. That should tell you you're going the right way. I haven't found any nail stones.
I only found the one.
Was it like in the finger runes proper, or like on the path?
It was in like the bottom of corner of the crater. As I'm like going out of the crater right now.
Okay, then yeah, I'm heading back into the bot crater just to try to.
I did not find the hovel, but like I'm just going the direct. There's still lampreys around, so maybe I'm.
Yeah. I think you're going the right way. If you still see lampreys, you should be heading up a path with blue flowers.
I am is now big finger creeper.
Yes. Okay, you're going the right way. You're going the right way. Don't worry.
Oh, darn! Don't jump off the ledge.
Where the fuck are the nail stones? I know what you said you found them, but they're also just hard to find.
I only found one.
They're kind of annoying.
I have found the shed next to all like the cerulean grass. Finger Weaver's Hovel. Finger Weaver's Cookbook. Ah, my theory is proven true. The finger keepers hail from these ruins. So now I must sound this one hanging bell, and sweetly cradled shall I come to be, at the bosom of the exalted mother.
I would take a read at both the. Oh, I found a nail stone thing. Would take a read at like the crafting materials you found and the recipe.
Like stone shard with a. Like stone shard with a fingerprint engraving materials for crafting items. Piece that came loose in the tip of one of the column-like finger stones that grow at finger ruins. Like they're growing out of the earth.
Yep.
Used by those who wish to become fingers to induce hallucinations. These call the mushrooms the stillboard of the two fingers.
And the recipes that you can make also should in the cookbook as well.
Glinting nail. Recursive of crafting by a determined student of the finger ruins. His brush with the sublime all but shatters mind, though he is left capable enough to leave these few precious words. Acquire the knowledge to craft the following glinting nail. Let's see, that's not the wrong part. Would it be arrow, bolts, glinting nail, or no?
It is just, it's in consumables.
Okay. Glinting nail. Oh god, that requires pearlescent scales.
From hunting lamprey.
Yeah. And 3 nail stones. Okay, so that's something I might not be making for a long time.
It's not worth it, because you're about to get a spell that does the exact same thing these do, but better. So don't worry.
Cool, because aren't like these like I have seen some people talk about it a little bit, where I think like there's like 4 finger sorceries or something. I don't know what's
yes.
the
Well, you're about to get two of them, and they're the two that you're getting are probably the two best ones. So nice. But read,
I didn't hear two of them were good.
Read Glinting Dale.
The leopards that guard the finger ruins resemble fingers far more than they do humans, and so the finger weavers imitate their sorcery.
Yeah. Also, the Crimson Seed Talisman, it's the same as the regular Crimson Seed Talisman in terms of description, except it says the description at the end is this age-old artifact also depicts the two fingers, perhaps harking back to the birth of the urge.
So basically, just the extra lore bit that comes with the context of the DLC.
Yes. Alright. So now you should return to Ymir. He will have some dialogue for you, as well as 2 rewards, a bunch new dialogue, and I would ask that you pay attention to. He also will now sell 2 new sorceries, which are the 2 sorceries you are going to be.
Cool. I have a bunch of shadow runes I can use to pay for this.
I feel the conceits. Is there no the answer? There never was. Marika, and this is no man we have. Ever young, he knew that his bloodline, the tragedy that he would feel in the blame.
Poor thing.
May the gleaming star.
How did you account Ymir?
Wait, it sounds like he's talking to his ward.
And therefore I am.
Sword of Night still looks cool.
That was it.
She looks cool.
He is.
Wait, is Yuri that child? Wait, is Yuri that thing he's holding?
Maybe?
That's a small finger creeper.
Yeah.
Is he raising one?
Kinda, yeah. Oh my god, I have wonderful news. Oh, be quiet. Let you finish.
Decade ruins and beloved stardust that's in a fucking... It's stuck inside of a... Is that a charm?
It's a talisman.
Okay, so it's a metal hand. I thought it was like a fucking like wax hand holding like a stone.
Huh.
You know, I just noticed,
Huh?
like his peacock style thing around his like neck, are reminiscent of fingers, and his headpiece is reminiscent of like a finger but with no nail.
Yes, although it resembles something else that you'll find out much later. But
Okay.
yes, it is. It does. That does actually. That isn't intentional. Well spotted.
I mean, yeah, he's a finger priest, I assume.
So, I would.
I'm gonna ask about the knight in black armor now. Actually, I'm gonna study sorcery first.
Yes. So he should have 2 new sorceries for you. 2 last ones in the.
Twinstone nail and Twinstone nails.
So they're basically the same thing. One just fires a burst and has a longer cast time and is more expensive. The other fires a single one. They're both really good. They have really. They're almost homing, although not quite.
Oh, okay.
I expect you to make pretty extensive. I expect them to frankly replace Night Comet, depending on.
I will try them out. I wish I could get the actual like potency numbers, I guess, out of each spell. It'd be like just to think about it, but it doesn't really matter. I'll just try it out. I'll probably be doing the Glintstone nails, probably over nail.
Yeah, that especially if we're doing co-op, you'll have more opportunities. That sounds fine.
How big is the casting time, honestly?
It's really not that bad. Like it is not as long as.
Is it like me full charging Night Comet?
I'd say so. Maybe the tiniest bit longer.
Night Comet only takes like a second to cast.
They also obviously have descriptions.
I will read them when I've been talking to him.
Oh, yes.
So I'm getting the impression from Count Ymir that he is. Is it wrong to not? Is it? Would it be incorrect to call him kind of a benevolent person?
He is a very complicated guy. He is a very.
He is. He sounds like he's a leader of a very, very specific, like, eldritch order of
That's
people.
probably accurate. Although I think it's less leader and more soul member.
I guess sole remaining member of a
Something
clergy.
like that. I mean, something like that. But he is. I think for the most part, with the reasonably sized asterisk, he
Seems like a kind person to
is
most.
not
It seems.
He's a bit with the relatively large asterisk. He is a benevolent person.
Like he feels like he's a leader of a he like talks like he's a leader of a community and like is supportive to the people that he shelters. It feels like he's also doing dark eldritch rituals to the stars.
Yeah, something like that. Anyways, so I would check in with his dialogue that he has.
I asked about Jolan. He mentioned her little sister.
Please. I will, please.
And how she's just like, her life has been rough, so like, she's really sharp tongue, so just don't mind her. She like, won't mean you any harm in that sense.
Yes. And then the other one is actually quite a bit more.
I know, I'm gonna start that one now. If the roots are rotten, we have little recourse. I think I processed it properly. He was saying just like Marika and the fingers that guided her. If they were all just like, if they were just unbound and like not properly guided the whole time, so like, what's the point of it?
Well, I think he's less nihilistic and more that just any attempt to remediate the situation that was born by the world that they had made was doomed because it was an inherently broken one. Is, I think, his argument. That if there is a solution, it has to be from outside that paradigm.
Gotcha.
You know, kind of remind, like, you can't reform a system from within.
If a system's corrupt stuff, you have to just break it down.
Yeah, it's inherently... let me know when you get finished the second one, though.
I'm asking about Mikola now. I'm getting the impression that Ymir really hates Marika. Or he just feels really disappointed in her.
Probably. That's probably accurate. So, that couple of things. You should read the descriptions for Glintstone Nails and Glintstone.
I also gotta check the map.
And also the map, although it should be pretty obvious where you have to go. The other thing is that Beloved
Stardust.
Yeah.
Yeah, it shortens casting time for sorcery incantations by the utmost, but increases damage taken.
I don't know if that's worth it at this point.
No, because it's like... Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead. Let me know when you're... You don't have to read it aloud, but let me know when you're done reading.
Do so and you will know love.
Jolan should also have a little dialogue with you now.
Alright, well, are they like...
And then I think Glintstone Nails and Glintstone Nail have the same description lore-wise. The rest of it is...
They do, it just... Yeah, it just has different, like, descriptions, like... Pictures have been discovered in a hollowed ruin. Ymir bases this mere child's play, an echo of a greater truth.
The thing that should be of note, or rather of interest, is that is a finger spell. A spell associated with, like, fingers. It is not an incantation. And
No, which means it's a thing based off... It's an astrological calculation.
Yes. Which should be interesting, because the two fingers, like, the incantations of the two fingers are only ever incantations in the base game.
True. Which maybe goes the idea... I think it's more they're going to how, like, the fingers themselves are alien entities. So, like...
Yeah, but they were alien entities that were able to be turned towards faith-based purposes, which...
Yeah, because they became bound with the Erd Tree, which is a thing that seems inherently part of the planet.
Yeah. But anyways, let me know when you're done talking to Jolan.
Okay.
And then
I guess I would like to say that it's like... all sorceries are basically, like... I would say, like... Are, like, calculations using crystals and also astrological movements.
It depends. Not all sorceries, like, are based inherently on, like, astronomy and astrology. They are based on, like, to an extent on, like, reasoning and deduction. And most of them do have that as a basis. Have, like, astronomy and astrology and celestial phenomenon as a basis. But, not universally, because that's how you get stuff like, the flame sorceries.
Yeah.
The flame sorceries, the lava sorceries, are part of the reason they're so unusual is because they don't seem to have a celestial element. It's just based on, like, the primordial energies of Mount Gelmir. But, like...
I also think of the Carrion. I also think of the Carrion sorceries, where they're actually not about astrological things. They're actually about constructs made purely out of energy.
True, but they're still channeling glintstone, and glintstone is an astronomical phenomenon.
Or meteorites, yes.
Glintstone is like meteorites that land in the lands between and, like, form surfaces that start to grow. Like, if you go into Liurnia, you get, like, huge areas that are just covered in crystal because the glintstones have just grown.
And the Crystallians, which are, like, the conscious life that are born from the meteorites.
No, the Crystallians are created, like constructs that are made.
They're construct beings, okay.
Yes, they might have been made by somebody who came from the meteorites, but they themselves did not land from another planet. Beings that did land from another planet are the Alabaster Lords, which you've encountered a few of them.
And the Pests and the Rot.
Not quite. The Alabaster Lords and the Falling Star Beasts explicitly landed as meteorites.
Oh, okay.
So
I still think the Scarlet Rot is from, like, another place, and it basically turns Kayla into, like, this alien planet, essentially.
Yeah, maybe. Like, I don't think that the pests literally... I don't think the pests themselves are literally
No, but I think
aliens.
I guess the plant life of the Rot.
Maybe. Because the pests themselves, like, seem to have been born from millennia's outpouring of the Scarlet Rot. Because the Scarlet Rot seems to be able...
They're the denizens of the Rot.
Yeah. The Scarlet Rot itself seems to be able to, like, create life. It's horrific life. It's twisted life.
It's alien life. It's alien. Yeah. It's life that's just, like, completely eldritch and alien to us.
Yeah. Although at the same time, like, you know, there's also, like, Millicent and her sisters who mostly seem human, but seem to not have parents and seem to be, like, you know, have been born from the Rot.
They're, like, born from, like, shards of the millennia of consciousness or something, because she's still technically a demigod.
Well, not technically, she is a demigod.
I mean, she is a demigoddess, so, like...
Yeah. But the Falling Star Beasts, Estelle, and the Alabaster Lords are explicitly glintstone comets that landed in the lands between, meteors that landed in the lands between and took on life.
Yeah.
Although maybe not glintstone specifically, but they are comets and, like, meteors.
Gotcha.
But yeah, so to answer your question, almost all sorceries involve that kind of celestial phenomenon, but not all of them. And the ones that don't tend to be the very unusual ones. Incantations have a fair bit more varied, like, source. They just, all of them seem to be tied to faith in some being.
Okay.
Or some concept, actually, because that's how you get, like, the Golden Order fundamentalism ones.
Yeah, where it's... Cause, like, honestly, I always looked at it as sorceries are based off direct astrological facts or raw calculations of celestial energy.
That's for the ones that are tied to, like, the cosmos, yeah, that's probably very true. Like all of the
And I think
Gitstone-
incantations are entirely based off philosophy and raw belief. So like, it's why I think like the actual like Golden Order ones are more about like raw, like theological like calculation.
Yeah, the Golden
You know?
Order fundamentalist ones are based upon. They're based
Like
upon
philosophy.
they're based upon theology and philosophizing and interrogating the belief rather than accepting it. Which is not to say that there's like a diminished power in the faith itself, because
No, it's
faith
different.
enables.
It's more enforceable.
But yeah, but Golden Order fundamentalism uses intelligence and faith because it's merging the two in the form of like the questioning of theology.
Yeah, it's like actual like theological theory.
Yes, and because again, like Goldmask is like the master of Golden Order fundamentalism.
He is like a Daisojo. He is like a high tier like monk.
Yeah, basically, he's basically a Buddhist monk in that respect. But like the thing to think about is that in the base game, all of the incantations associated with Radagon and Mikola are Golden Order fundamentalist in terms of requiring both int and.
Yep, because it's made from like because they're made from like a very specific like perspective and like questioning of the faith to like create something direct.
Yeah, because like Radagon, I'm gonna be honest, like Radagons might be based. I think actually I made a mistake that all of the ones that are associated with Radagon in the base game are gifts that Mikola made for Radagon.
Yeah, because Mikola questioned the faith a lot.
He did, which is probably why he's here. But because the source of his was he was trying to find something that would cure millennium.
I think it turns out later on, also been doubts about his mother.
Yes, that too.
It was complicated for him.
Yes. I love this discussion. I love having these talks with you. I will ask if we can maybe move ahead.
Yes.
So if you can talk to Jolan, she'll have a little bit. If you sit and reload, Ymir will not be at his chair. He will be at the grave, and you can get a little more dialogue. That might shed a little more light.
Cool.
But then after After that, we can move ahead.
So the Finger Creeper is called Yuri, right?
He has called the Finger Creeper Yuri. However, once you sit down and he's in the graveyard, you're going to hear something that's going to make it a lot more confusing. So I promise it.
Okay.
I promise. Just wait for a moment.
Alright, Yolan told me to go away, so she basically says, like, we are now associates. You're not my friend, or I trust you, but, like, I'm honoring my lord's wishes, so be gone with you.
So if you sit and reload, he will not be at his chair. You can interact with the chair, and something will happen. I would recommend against that now. It won't lock you out, but it will make something a little weirder later.
Okay, I won't do it then, but then I guess I'll...
But if go to the graveyard that is near the door where Jolan is, after you sit down to the grace, and Ymir will be there, and he will be talking, and you can get a little more detail.
Well, where did I hear the term Mother of Fingers before?
You have not.
Huh. Wasn't there something about, like, the finger mimics that you could eat them to become like fingers?
Yeah, he did that. That was in the description of them. We're gonna get another item later that's gonna make it worse, but that will also shed more light. So, have you talked to Ymir in the graveyard?
Yeah, it's just him saying he's like, I failed to birth you, and he was just like,
But he said, I failed to birth you, Yuri.
The subtitles did not say Yuri in that one. He was like, yeah.
He says, forgive me, Yuri. I failed to birth you. Well, we might have missed that. It's fine. It's fine. Don't worry.
Because when I walked in, it said, "Forgive me." It didn't
Oh.
say a name.
Well, he does say Yuri at some point. Maybe it was just a mistake. It's fine. Don't worry. Yeah, that's the confusing bit. So Yuri does seem to be buried in that graveyard. So it's a little unclear whether like the Finger Creeper is like he named the Finger Creeper after Yuri, whether he's projecting like his like parently feelings onto the Finger Creeper. Whether it's really confusing.
Or it's like a mutated remnant of his body or something.
Maybe. So,
It's a very small finger creeper.
yes, because they are very teensy finger. They're even smaller than like a regular mini.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, it's a really tiny one. It's like actually holdable.
Yes. So, we can now go to the second finger ruin. However, there is something extremely important we should do first that is right nearby. So,
All right,
have you
so
killed both the
Hinterland
tree
Bridge?
sentinels?
Yes, because we fought
Yes.
that Fallen
We
Star
fought the
Beast, remember?
fallen- Yes, we followed. Yes. So, what I want you to do.
Oh,
is actually-
right. That very, very colorful looking hill.
Yes, that is exactly what you should do. I don't know if you're still listening to your music. I would recommend turning it off because there is gonna.
I turned it off earlier when I was listening to you here.
Fair enough. Not to be a control freak, but you're gonna want to hear it. Also, I would once you get closer, I would get off of it. Let's see.
Sure. I'm just gonna get to like the bottom of the hill first, where all the flowers are.
It'll be
Go to
kind of
Hinterland Ridge.
into the gorge. So you'll want to once you
Okay.
get past the gorge and you start getting into all the trees. That's when I would.
Also, you said it's a very colorful flowers. It's like the most colorful I've actually seen Elden Ring in a long time. Like there's a the edge of the keep. Up the rocks.
You should find a couple of blessed bones. That'll be actually maybe not. Once you see
Oh
like
yeah, I did see it in the flowers. I guess I'll get off now. I just had a small drop into the hill top. Oh, I took the rightmost way up instead of the normal way up.
yes,
by
I did
accident.
too. I did too by accident.
Because I thought it was, but now I'm now at the fence and the cobblestones. I guess I'll just go on foot now from here, the Shaman Village.
I would listen. I'm gonna be quiet for a second.
Minor Earth Tree.
Take a read.
I hear the slight strumming in the distance. 75th. Secret incantation of Queen America. Only the kindest of gold without order. Erica bade the village for home and gold, knowing full well that there was no one to heal. Alright, so let's go explore America's hometown. They were stocked in firewood and stuff, it seems like.
You can explore. There's nothing here except for one more item by the crooked tree at the top of the hill near the bell tower.
I don't know why, but this is reminding me of like a disparate memory I have. Disparate's the right word for it.
Fine.
Of like, I think it was like part of someone saying, of like America saying one thing, of like the only thing I remember was the only thing I ever wanted to do once was make flowers.
Yeah, that sounds. Yeah. Sounds like a couple more.
flowers here are like actually beautiful as hell.
So let me know when you find the other item. It should be by a statue in the hollow of a tree near the bell tower, which is the tallest build, the
Wait.
highest up building.
That's not a statue. That's a body. That's on the shamans, right? Or is it like America's mother?
Take a read.
Golden braid. Boost holy negation. Is that consumable?
It is a talisman.
That might be useful for something. I might wear that when we're fighting someone that uses a bunch of fucking holy magic. Queen America's offering to the grandmother. What was her prayer, her wish, her confession? There was no one left to answer, and America never returned home again. So this is her grandmother, or I guess the grandmother of the village?
Yeah, it's a little ambiguous whether it's specifically her grandmother or like, the grand matron.
Yeah, I guess like
or even whether that's like her and like it's more like an offering to like the memory of her or like the concept of her, like one makes an offering to a god or to God.
So like I guess like the mother of shamans.
Kind of, yeah.
The grandmother of shamans, yeah.
This should be the last piece of kind of some of the things we were talking about last time. About like the shamans and their relationships with the horn scent, but also America's relationship with the horn scent.
So the shamans, okay, so I guess to reiterate the facts we know. The shamans are, I know also I think they're like more like referred to like the term is like in Japanese it's like shrine maiden or something like that, or they're like maidens of geological places.
Yes, like maidens of a shrine of a place, attendants to a shrine.
I guess you almost could call them apostles, in I guess a way.
There we go.
The fact we know here is that America, it was one of the last shamans of like her village, out of like probably very few villages that existed that held these shamans that were basically seen as, I would say, premium slaves for a sacred rite of the horn scent.
Yes.
They were tortured with usually tortured with whips made from the teeth of other shamans and so on, and basically their flesh was then cut up and used like divine adhesive to create religious mutant warriors for the horn scent.
Well, I don't know if their purpose was to be warriors, but yes, like to make jar innards as part of what I think is like the horn scent's attempt to commune back with the crucible's blending of life that they worship.
Basically to recreate the primordial soup.
Yes.
I guess, have we ever actually seen a complete was it meant to be what warrior jars are?
I mean, well, that gets into something interesting, but there's some more facts to think about before we go there. Continue. Oh,
okay,
actually, we do see, we do actually see something similar to what you're talking about at the end of this DLC, but it's a little unclear. I do think that it is similar to what you're talking about of being like I think it is the apex of what the horn scent were trying to achieve is what we see at the end of this DLC.
Oh, okay.
And I'm not talking about the final boss. It'll make more sense once we get to it.
Okay, so it's like, is it the funnels, the area thing? More?
Something in the final area.
Oh, okay. Honestly, I think it'd be kind of cool if we ever saw an ulcerated tree spirit, but it was made out of flesh. Because I'd be like, that.
I don't want to see an ulcerated tree spirit ever again.
Well, my point though is like that feels like what would be like the end goal of like the jar innards. Honestly, at some point.
I think we see what that end goal is, and I think it's no rudeness intended. I think it's a lot cooler than anything that you could actually fight.
Fair enough.
So there's a couple more things to go over facts-wise, unless you want me to go over them myself.
So long, because it's like, I think it's like America, yeah, I guess it was America surviving, or at least escaping her actual sentencing, got away with, in her heart, an unyielding hatred for the Horn-Scented and their culture.
Yes.
But before she left, she had figured out the way of the Earth Tree as her own ideology to reshape the world and take it from the Horn-Scented.
Keep in mind again that the Land of Shadow was originally part of the Lands Between.
Yes.
Like, okay.
She basically escaped to the west in places where the Horn-Scented, I assume, were just not as concentrated,
Yeah.
and started her own domain with the backing of her own divinity as a shaman that accessed maybe power through the Finger Ruins.
There's something starting to percolate in there. That's good. So go on. Is there anything else?
Eventually, it led to something where she was able to pick something with the two fingers, and led to something with the I'm not sure the Elden Beast, but it led to the formation of the Elden Ring within her, which led to something involving the actually consolidating the Erd Tree as the font as her power, and as head goddess of a new ideology of the world.
Yes, the Golden Order. The formation.
Yes.
You got into the formation of the Golden Order. What next?
And from there, she didn't start the Crusades against the Horn-Scented until she had her son. But before that, she did with the formation of the Erd Tree and her own following through people that were not Horn-Scented, but I guess humans.
Yeah.
She started to gather people from those other nations in the Lands Between.
I will say, I will interrupt. I think her first target was probably the Giants.
Yeah, I was going to. As soon as she had a following, she started doing a crusade against all of the giants because they had the fire of fire of chaos of the Crucible.
Not chaos, and not of the Crucible. The fire of the Fell God, but the one.
They had fire of the Fell God. They had a basically of another ideology of the world.
Yes, and one that yes.
That was like that could destroy hers.
Yes.
She saw it as the greatest threat to her because she saw the Horns could no longer directly hurt her yet.
Yes. So the America genocides the Giants, leaves one alive to caretake their flame. We know Mesmer
Well, it can exist in case.
Yes.
Yeah.
We know Mesmer participated because we have like his spear all over the Flame Peak where the impaled giants are.
Yeah, like he got his name from how many giants he killed.
Probably. And then I will say, in terms of the relationship between what you're probably about to say next and the Shattering, Mesmer was probably sent here, but well before the Shattering, because he.
Oh no, I was thinking the Shattering's like in my mind. The Shattering's in the last like 10%.
Shattering's like the last.
It's like the last. It's like one of the three last things that happened in this timeline of events.
Yes. Because Mesmer does not have his own Great Rune, which is a shard of the Elden.
Yeah, it's basically how do I put this? After the Crusade of the Giants,
and a couple of others probably, because we have evidence of like some of those in like southern.
Basically, after she basically with her like first batch of children. Actually, no, her second batch of children actually, because this would be after she basically allied with Karya, and then had Radagon exist to then actually strengthen that bond and actually have kids, which then led to the Murder of the Gods, and then eventually she took Radagon back to have her own children.
We're getting into some muddiness with the timeline here, so just after she had consolidated her power, just go with that.
After she consolidated her power, she then sent out her least wanted son, and one of her best warriors, to basically go kill the Horn-Scented, to like finish revenge.
Yeah, pretty much. You've got it pretty much to a T. The only thing is that at one point in there, the Lands of Shadow were split apart from the Lands Between. That was probably in order
during the Shattering?
No, that was probably earlier, because Mesmer couldn't come back to the Lands Between.
I guess then...
It was probably split. It might have been
before or after the Dragon Cult was formed?
Probably before, because I think Godwyn... I don't know. I think something tells me. I mean, because Godwyn's death causes the Shattering, but I don't know his lifespan. So I don't think Godwyn was alive during the time of the Giant Crusade. I'm not sure. But he might have.
I'm not
He
sure
might-
either, but like I think it happened. It is like because the Night of Black Knives. 'Cause it also happened because Ronnie was doing bullshit.
Yeah. Well, the point is that like I don't think it matters too much. The point is that
Yeah.
she did split away the Lands of Shadow from the Lands Between. Actually, now that I think that was probably when she banished Death from the Lands Between. Because remember, the Lands of Shadow...
Because of her half brother Malekith.
Yeah, but not even that. Like, remember,
Yeah.
the Lands of Shadow is where Death drifts to. And
Yeah, right. Which
one
after
of-
she got all her power and killed the giant,
Yes,
and then killed
and-
both the giants, he probably removed Death from the world and then separated the world and shoved it into the Land of Shadow.
Yeah, which is probably the start of the quote-unquote, like, Golden Age when she starts to settle down. It's also probably around when not too long after this, Godfrey gets exiled because he loses his grace and she, etc. So, I'm gonna just finish the rest myself unless you want to say it.
Go ahead.
So, yes, Marika sends Mesmer on a punitive crusade against the Hornsent. Mesmer basically genocides them. I don't know how much of them existed prior to the... how many settlements existed prior to the time of the crusade, but, like, we do encounter a couple of towns in the Lands of Shadow
They're
that
just
are
remnants.
destroyed. Yeah. Belurat seems to be... Belurat is probably the biggest, probably was their capital.
It probably was their capital. Yeah, you also add on the map, you can see literally half of it has just been completely turned to ash.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like there is literally the entire back half of Ballarat that's just ash.
There's something else happening, though, actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, if you look at Belurat, if you go to a place where you can see Belurat, you'll notice something above it.
Yeah, like there's a bunch of black thorns and everything like that, and it's like that's like I said it's separate from Ballarat, I guess.
That's part of Belurat, sort of, but it's something else. It's not ash, but yes, it has been like severely destroyed, and so has pretty much everything. And then they build the Shadow Keep as they either build Shadow Keep or take over in Hornsent.
And they probably reinforce it.
And
they
they
probably
reinforce
reinforce
it as there is. I will say there is a part of this area, two parts of this area that we haven't seen yet that will shine a little more light on the timeline, but you have it pretty much correct. And the thing, though, is that because the Crucible was like the primordial form of the Erd Tree, and the Lands of Shadow were originally part of the Lands Between, like the effects that led to the rise of the Hornsent and the Crucible's, outpouring of energy are not confined to the Lands of Shadow, which is why you get the Misbegotten and the Omen in the Lands Between, which, as you can tell, the Misbegotten and the Omen are specifically persecuted and vilified in the Golden Order that Marika has established.
Yeah, because her hatred runs that deep.
Yes. So she has taken her hatred for the Hornsent and what they did to her and her people, and has made that an execution of systemic, persecution of a group of people who have absolutely no relation to the Hornsent, but happen to share the same beneficence.
Have
of the
like
Crusade.
same like mystical genetic effect as
Yes.
like the Hornsent do.
So I think that this revelation certainly humanizes Marika more, because it gives her a sympathetic thing in her backstory beyond just Godwin dying and such. And she it absolutely
She's someone shaped by her her suffering and her hatred.
Yes, it humanizes her, and that's good. Marika is a more complete character for our learning of this. I don't think it completely absolves her the way that some people have. A distressing number of people have taken this revelation to be like, "Oh, Mesmer was totally justified," or the Hornsent all deserve to die.
No.
That's not.
When I say hatred, it doesn't mean that's a good thing.
No, I know. I'm not saying you. I'm talking about other people.
I know. I'm just saying it's because I look at it, it's I think it makes her more of an interesting character because it makes her that she's a tragic but also vengeful person, and I feel like some of that hatred formed Radagon a bit.
Maybe. I mean, the other thing to think about is you might have picked up that there's with how the Hornsent the surviving Hornsent or the shades of the Hornsent and the surviving Hornsent NPC have been acting, as well as the Hornsent Grandam, against Mesmer, you should be probably picking up on the cycle of revenge and what that role that's played in the DLC story so far, because that was preceded by Marika genociding them, but that was preceded by them genociding Marika's people, and then things get murkier. But what I was going to say as well is, if we're speaking just on a personal level, or individual person level, this action, this event, learning this does both humanize Marika because of the suffering that it's played in her, life, but I mean, it also makes it a lot less. It makes her treatment of the Omen and the Misbegotten that much harsher because it makes them that much. They were never responsible for what was inflicted upon them, but it makes it explicit that she's projecting her hatred of
even her own children.
People. Yes, and that's the worst. It makes her treatment of Moog and Morgoth so much worse.
Especially because they, at least Morgoth, still respected her even to his death.
Oh, maybe not her, but the Erd Tree, the system she represented.
He respected her values.
Yeah. So I think that this is it's a really important.
It's also probably what pushed Moog to become a blood cultist.
I actually think that angle does seem to be supported a little bit because of he still did a lot of heinous, awful shit.
Yes, but I think that's
again. People going oh, Mikola controlled Moog and Moog did nothing wrong. No, Moog was still the...
No, he just didn't rape Mikola. That's different.
He didn't rape Mikola. That's the one thing he gets absolved of, which to be fair was
he's absolved of the SA charges.
Yes. He to be fair, he is absolved of the worst crime he committed. Oh, he's still guilty of being leader of a cult that ritually sacrifices Finger Maidens and that ritually murders Finger Maidens, sacrifices people so much that they have literal lakes.
Yeah, he's not as shitty as the other big figures in the story now. Instead of more majorly more shitty than the rest of the figures in the story.
Yes.
He's just equally as shitty.
Before the DLC, he was widely considered the evilest character that you can actually interact with. And after the DLC, he's just as shitty as some of them.
He's as shitty as honestly. A weird thing is, besides Mesmer being a genocider, he's actually kind of the most I would say least evil person there.
Which is a little. I mean, I don't know if I go that far. I mean that gets a little confusing because measure of evilness. If we measure evil by harm done to other people, then.
Okay, I guess least malicious person there.
Yeah, yes, he still committed genocide. Millennia.
Yes, but I don't think he took pleasure in it.
Yeah, that's the thing, and that's part of what's interesting is that Mesmer is a generally sympathetic character. He's
his life was suffering. His life has been hell.
His life was suffering. He loved his mother, but he also had to contend with the fact that his mother abandoned him, and the only time he gets any sign of something connected to his mother is when somebody blessed by his mom shows up to kill him.
Yeah, it's this whole thing of America hates anyone that has beast qualities.
Yeah, although to be fair, I don't know if it's that much as much as America was afraid. I think
America was afraid because he was a fire base. He had dark fire in his heart.
He had dark fire and beast elements.
Do you think he was cursed? Do you think America was cursed by the Fell God before he was born or something? To lead the base serpent?
No, because Mesmer was born before the Fell God. Although that's an interesting theory that he was cursed by the one-eyed god, and that's what made her, and that contributed.
Like how Millennia was cursed by the god of rot.
But I don't think that's the case, just because she already had a reason to fight the giants, and that wouldn't have been an additional development. I do.
I don't think it motivated her. I just think he was cursed. I just think all the gods cursed America for opposing them.
Maybe. Even if we don't go that route, because his fire is a little bit different from, it's not quite, it's a darker blood red.
Well, the serpent is intertwined with his very being.
Yeah. And the serpent, again, is well, the thing is that the winged serpents are explicitly different from the base serpent that is the thing that she's afraid of.
Yeah, the base serpent, which is more resonant of the blasphemous serpent.
It's reminiscent of the god-devouring serpent, but I don't think it's the same thing. But, sorry, can I finish? Yes. Mesmer is deeply sympathetic. He has an extremely painfully tortured existence. He did these actions because he wanted the support of his mother, who mutilated him because she was afraid of the power he contained, which, for all we know, was actually that bad, but it's still unclear. And then he willingly accepted both abandonment and being made the sole target of the enemies of the Horn-Scent's grief and anger, although to be fair, I don't know if that quite worked because the Horn-Scent still seemed to know to curse America. And basically
they just hate both of them. They hate both of them equally.
Yeah, but he still made himself the figure. He made himself the conquering figure of the genocide. But he's deeply sympathetic in that respect. But he's still a genocidaire. That there's still that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Vincent's pointing out, we don't know the timeline on all of it. It is possible that he was cursed by the one-eyed god, or some combination of gods. That would be interesting.
Glintstone Nails is really good. It's just also, I got hit by Glintstone Nails and it killed me.
Oh, what happened?
I'm going to the other Finger Ruins.
Oh yeah, I'm just standing still and talking.
The lampreys are just like very. There's a lot of lampreys.
It sucks. There's a lot of them.
They're also way more chunkier than the upper ruins.
Yes, it is. This is the Shadow Altus one. I meant to get here later, so yeah. But yeah, so I don't. This is me trying to say that like, I don't think that this absolves her completely. I think it adds a lot of interesting complexity, but it is also interesting that one of the most sympathetic demigods is the one who probably committed the most identifiably, like, in terms of harm done to a group of people, the biggest ones.
Yes, but I also want to say, like, I think I also remember this, like, one of his own captains that betrayed him, he never killed him, he just shoved him into a crypt to, like, be imprisoned.
No, I mean, he did kill them because they're spirit ashes that requires them to be dead.
Okay,
but
fair.
He mourned.
But he honored his death.
So,
he gave him a burial, so it means, like, he respected him even as he betrayed him.
Yes. And it also...
Which means he had, like, the loyalty of all his men, and Rolana, Rolana, like, served him even though she was told to leave.
Well, she wasn't told to leave. It meant that she could never go home again.
She chose him over the family. So yeah.
What I was also going to say is that, like, the game says that the Fire Knights are each and every one, like, from upper scions, echelons of the Erdtree's nobility. So they gave up their status and their homes and all of that in order to serve Mesmer, which probably spoke to a combination of how highly they valued him, maybe for his service against the Giants, and also either how greatly they valued the chance to help America, although to serve America in a unique capacity, even though they probably didn't know, they certainly did not know the details.
I'll say this, it makes me think of La Tepesh, because, like, Tepesh means Impaler Prince. Like, he's a hero of his people. Like, he was a hero of his people. Like, his very people, like, loved him and adored him for, like, what he did against all their enemies.
Yeah, so he's basically a demon to everyone else, but, like, he still remains a national hero
because he saved them for, like, multiple invasions.
Yes,
yeah.
In Romania. Like, it reminds me of the differential treatment that, like, Genghis Khan gets. Like, Genghis Khan is a national figure of Mongolia.
He's the greatest conqueror of the world. Yeah.
China would rather not talk about him ever again.
I mean, yes. I also think Genghis Khan, so yes, like, we should appreciate history as, like, one of the greatest, like, actual, like, statesmen and conquerors of his time.
No, I know. I'm not disputing that. I'm also saying that, like, it's variable interpretations. Like, Mongolia loves him. China would rather not remember him.
Yeah, it's like...
You see that now with basically, like, almost every figure that has some level of national reverence, I say almost, is usually equally vilified in another culture because of the reverence. The reverence of the people that they served usually came at the expense of the other group. This is not always the case. Mm-hmm. Like, you got people like... I
don't know. Circle figures, I don't know what to say, but, like, I just think of, like Mesmer in this case is, like, because usually our characters are playing characters that are from, like, the Land Between. Or from, like, the culture of the Golden Order, or, like, that's from that perspective. So, like, after a point, we will understand to be sympathetic towards Mesmer, because to us, he was still a great hero to his people.
Yes.
But he was also Mesmer the Impaler.
Yes. I have blown the second, horn.
I'm like quietly just avoiding whistle lampreys because there's a fuck ton of them.
Yeah.
The thing of Brian's of Dio.
If you hug the right edge, you should be able to avoid most of them.
Ah, fuck! I got bound.
The left edge, the western side.
There's a yellow red. There's a pink lamprey.
Yes. I have some really unfortunate news for you.
What?
The pink lampreys, they're not only tougher, they also have they also look like they're newborns.
I should also mention that they actually aren't as tough. They're actually weaker than the at least they are weaker than the ones that are, like, bundled up outside the ruins.
Okay, fair enough. My bad.
But they're tougher than the base ones. Alright, that's okay. Good to else is good. It has good tracking. Like, it was able to go back and forward around to hit something, but, like, yeah.
I will point out, you are fighting enemies resistant to magic, so if it's doing good damage, it's really good.
Yeah, it kills them if it all have hits. Okay, yeah,
But
two
yeah.
power. Well, I powered my sword. Oh, fuck, no.
Yeah, the pink lampreys are kind of bloody in a way that very frighteningly resembles, you know, something that has been newly born.
Yeah,
We'll be getting an item. We'll be getting an item at some point that has some very disturbing implications.
I like Bloodborne where it's like, oh, people turn into this.
Wow, you pick up on things pretty fast.
I mean, I thought that was immediately when I read the fucking... No, stone.
It's also possible that people don't turn into this. There's another interpretation.
Oh, reborn as these from their bodies?
Hey, you ever seen the movie Alien?
Yes. So, like, xenomorph... Okay, that. Okay.
We're gonna get an item that has this one single line, and I will say it, and that should tell you everything. Ready?
A moment is I just try to... I keep getting fucking bound. Fuck.
You should be able to keep going. I'll wait till you're safe.
I'm just gonna run on foot. Fuck, no.
That's not
I
a
could
good
go,
idea.
like-
I would stay on horseback because that lets you use the iframes to dodge the grab. Night, Vincent. Hi, Red.
Oh, fucking hell. God. I'm getting to the bell. Fuck. I'm okay still, but like it. Yeah, being prone just blocks the grab pretty well. I'm sounding the bell. My clothes are like fucking blood red from all my blood. Cerulean Sea Talisman. Is there anything around these ruins otherwise?
There is a Finger Creeper Spirit Ash, but it's a terrible Spirit Ash, and I can just tell you what it says if you can.
Sure, go ahead. Because
I am fighting a Colossal Finger Creeper, so give me a second.
Sure, I just don't want to fight all these fucking lampreys again, because there's so many of them. I wonder if I can try Gravitational Missile on them. Because I actually like that spell. Okay, the range is not far enough for that one.
I hate Colossal Finger Creepers.
I hate them too.
No, I'm not talking about I'm talking like big fucking Finger Creepers. Like this
Like
is
the one through like 4 times your size.
This is like 15 times my size.
I don't. Oh, okay.
Alright,
Has there ever been one that large in the game before?
Yes, there is one on top of the mountaintop of the gym. So, we can go back
I
to
probably just don't remember it that well, but yeah.
We can go back to Emir, but I'm gonna send you the screenshot that I just took of the...
Oh, so I'm looking at the inside of one of these fucking finger monoliths. It's like gold. It's like made of like meteoritic gold.
Something like that. This is the size I'm talking about. Just sent you a screenshot.
Yeah, fuck that.
So, I'm gonna read you an item, one line of an item description. Okay?
Okay.
Ingesting it causes something to wriggle inside.
Okay.
That's all.
You see that there's still bodies around.
Yeah? So what I'm gonna say also is, talk to, when you can go back now and talk to Emir, he has another new sorcery for you as well as a bunch of new...
Alright then. So I've been messaged like 3 times, so I'll go check what those are about.
Start rest assured. On the contrary, now, may you. Oh, in this heat. Do you call it Marika? Well, it is their mother. The fingers. We all are new. May you join.
I told you I've no but I must count perhaps an Emir in our eyes. Our meeting with the we know that but we will never. I have spoken. Pay me no more. Our service.
Let me know when you're, done all that.
Yes, shortly. Alright. It's always laggy in here. Why are you apologizing?
Alright, it's laggy.
It's just always laggy in the fucking cathedral. The third map. You feel it brewing.
He has a new sorcery.
I know. Bleeding microcosm. What? This looks fucking cool.
It is. It's actually not bad. I know I said you already got the two best ones, but this is actually not. It's like a gravitational missile, but functions different.
It lasts way less than like gravitational missile.
It's got a smaller range, and it only pulses once, but it does, I think, more immediate.
Gotcha.
Let me know once you're done with his done.
Truer mother. Oh boy. So, is he referring to that there's like some kind of like mother to all the finger creatures?
Who's to say? I'm being vague. I will tell you that
I know.
You talk to Giolan. She should have a fair bit more dialogue for you. And then you can sit, and then it's time for the chair.
Okay.
But yes, I will. I'm not being intentionally unspeakable. Sorry, I'm not trying to be annoying.
You're fine. I just noticed that the chest piece for like the knight armor, it's a fingerprint.
Huh. Never noticed that.
Like it, can you see it too? Like it's like a fingerprint that's reminiscent of Ymir's hat.
Oh yeah, that's true. However, I'll just tell you now, his fingerprint, his hat is not meant to represent the fingerprint.
Oh, okay.
It'll make sense.
That's fair, but like, I still think it has the fingerprint kind of pattern. It also is like
It does.
actually rainbow colored. Because they make this whole thing about Ymir as kind of like their guiding star for their order. Is she the only one? Is she the only like Blade of Night?
Perhaps. I would once you're done talking to her and have sat and reloaded, I would go back to the chair and go under.
I gotta briefly look at this map.
I mean,
Where is this? Wait, that's a throne.
Stop. What did you
That
just
looks
say?
like
Wait,
the,
I have
the
one and only-
capital I'm in right now.
yeah, that took me an embarrassingly long time to figure.
He's basically saying this in the chair.
Yes, he's saying it's right there. That took me an embarrassingly long time to figure.
I am in your debt.
Damn.
I will hear. I have one and only. I will hear no.
So,
Well, just figure out. It's a doing Ice Storm. I'm gonna put on Microcosm and see how that looks.
alright,
That's
I will tell you two things.
mhm.
One, we are about to fight a boss.
Mhm.
And two, that boss is resistant to magic.
Okay.
That's all I'm saying.
I mean, I still got like Magma Shot. I got like Neville
Okay,
Thorns.
I don't think that fire is
Okay.
But I think magic.
Rock Sling, Great Bow, Spiral Shard, Moonblade.
Yeah. I think those are all good options, and if you want to try Microcosm, you should feel absolutely fine. I think the resistance is not such that you're gonna do nothing. It's not like for long.
I guess before I guess I sit in the chair, should I wear the anti-magic Great Shield Talisman?
Yes.
I'm gonna keep the physical one on just in case, but I think it's... Yeah, I think it's... Oh, I touched a button at the base of it.
Huh?
It's a ladder. Hold on, I just had to get my... God, it's so
Yeah.
deep.
Yeah.
It's like, oh my god, it's like a. It reminds me of like a mix between a sand, Finger Ruins, and a year. Who are all these people?
The do you mean? What do you mean, who are these people?
Who is Mayer, Dio, and Ree? Also, I've been invaded by Sword Hand of Night. Anna.
So yes, there is another one. Remember, he mentioned the little sister.
Oh, she's chunky.
He is.
I frosted her to death.
Nice. So, I don't know if you used any flasks. If you go back up and tell Jolan, she does actually have stuff to say.
I didn't use any of my flasks, so I might need to drink one though.
I mean, you can probably get by missing one. There is an item hiding off the ledge to the left as you approach the bell at the end.
Should I bring the bell first, or should I talk to Jolan first?
You should talk to Jolan first, because the bell is pointing over to her.
Gotcha. This massive cavern, but like, so it's Ymir, which is Ymir, but you move the Y at a different place.
I hadn't thought about it.
Yeah, because it's M-I-Y-R, while Ymir is Y-M-I-R.
Something like that.
So it's like, why are these ruins named such?
I don't know.
Okay, because it feels like they're named after something. Cathedral of Manus Metir. I've actually never asked, like, who's Manus Metir?
Well, Manus is hand, Latin for hand. So, remember, Cathedral of Manus Celes is Cathedral of the Starry Hand, of the Hand of Sky. And what is
Oh, so this is the Hand of Stars?
something like that. Yeah, the Cathedral of Manus Celes is Cathedral of the Hand of the Sky.
So this is the Cathedral of the Hand of the Stars?
Something
Or
like
Hand
that.
of the... Kind of like...
Okay, no, sorry. Cathedral Celes. I'm sorry, my bad. Celes is Latin for secret. It can also be Latin for fast, but it's used as a noun. It's used as a adjective for fast, but it's used as a noun with reference to. It's used as a verb with reference to a secret, like to keep secret, the act of keeping secret. So, Cathedral of the Secret Hand is Cathedral of Manus Celes. Metir does not actually mean anything in Latin, but I'm just going to say the name will make sense of it.
Can I also bring up that Yolan was like, do not say this to me. Stop. Go away.
Oh.
I will not listen to you.
Well, she had like 3 things to do. Once she tells you to get out, then you're
One star alone. His words will do. Alright then.
So now time to get your stuff back and then go under the chair again. And then
I only got one flask. I could probably move my stuff around.
you don't have to do whatever you want, but I am putting my sign down in front of the bed. Near the bell.
Okay.
Okay, this just came across my feed, and I need to send this to you now. It's very fitting.
Oh, okay.
I think you should see this. Um, doing okay. Yeah.
Wow. I had to type something down. I see your sign. I'm selling one
Nice.
moment on a craft or remedy. I'm like actually out of remedy.
I can drop them.
I made 10 more. It's fine.
Oh yeah, did you pick up the crafting recipe?
Which one?
I'll show you one.
I had the finger, but oh right, we said the ledge nearby.
Yeah, you should be able to fall down and get it. And
I
there
see
is
it. Yeah, I see.
an item that you get from that you should boot.
The Finger Weaver's Cookbook 2. Fingerprint Nostrum. Also the Claws of Night.
Ah, yes.
Hinting now. Where's the Fingerprint Nostrum?
It's a
Here it
consumable.
is. Boosts. Gradual HP loss, but boosts all the mental stats. So your medicine those who attempt to turn their human bodies into fingers. And jesting causes something to wriggle within.
Yeah.
These are fingerprint eggs made
Kinda,
from
yeah.
fingerstone.
Maybe, yeah. It's a mental version of the. It's a mental version of the like dragon communion flesh, which it does the same thing. All right. Anyways, blow when you're ready.
So much blood here.
Yeah, there's so much blood right here. I can.
So you're going Poison Claws?
Yes, I am. I will say, what you're about to see, I can't help you until you like trigger it. So do whatever you gotta do for buffs and the like, and approach.
I'm underwater. This is like a fucking Bloodborne level.
Yes.
Are those like the tubes where the fingers are born from?
Possibly, but look around and look in front of you.
I know. I see her, and I'm scared.
Oh, only one thing to do.
I'm gonna drink my flask. I'm gonna drink my flask of Wondrous Physic and go on.
All right.
Get here, mother. Ow.
I told you were about to find out the reason for the name.
Gravitational missiles is a no-go.
Oh, that does decent damage. Okay, I can heal you. Oh, never mind. Okay.
Good drink. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. Don't rely on me healing, dude. No, next time. I thought I could, but...
I didn't get that one. I'll go to Snake of Barrica and I'll just get you back.
Okay. How many remedies do you have?
I have like 12 plus right now.
Yeah, I have like 39. I can drop some.
I mean, I just make more. It's fine. Oh, right. I was standing where your sign is. Sounding you again. We just do this. I could just keep doing this. Yeah.
Yeah. You didn't do anything. You didn't do it.
It's fine. I will probably try Moonblade then, because maybe that'll do more.
Yeah, I don't actually know what her status is. I think she does not like bleed, which would make me think that Moog's spear would be good, but I really want to try this. I feel like she is a very big target. It makes me want to try.
I might then have to try like fucking Shard Spiral, but I don't think it'll do much.
I don't think it would.
She hits really hard, surprisingly.
Oh.
Look at my compass. It's gonna fade away in 3, 2, 1. It fades away as soon as the health bar shows up.
Whoops! I accidentally drank a flask. Oh well. I would try to stay closer to her so she doesn't do the big lasers, and the big jump attacks like that. Okay, she does like 3 slams.
Okay. The side slams too. Ow. You're doing a fuck ton of damage here, actually.
Yeah, she takes more damage on her. Okay, go near her. Go near her. Go to her side.
Ah, damn it. Not the gay that hit, honestly.
Oh god.
Okay, that does some damage, but not enough.
Hitting her on her vaginal cavity, her vulva, actually does the most damage, which is on her front. Yes, I called it that.
I mean, makes sense.
Use poison.
Oh no, drinking.
She's probably phase transitioning.
He's a lot of HP. Summoning Little Finger, baby.
She does summon Little Finger creepers. Okay,
I
she's
saw.
phase transitioning back away. When she raises her arms, she's gonna do an explosion. Oh, we dodged it. I did not.
That's like celestial. Like, what the fuck? That's the microcosm.
Yeah. I mean, did you read the description of it?
I did. It's like, the wall words don't stick with me right now, but it's something involving like a sympathy.
It's what people use to try to make contact, which has abandoned them. Or rather, what those who have been abandoned use to make contact. Oh, damn it. Oh, this fucking attack. Okay. This beam, you can't dodge it. I don't know how to dodge it.
You just...
You just have to eat. But
I guess you just have to be not be in its line of fire, I guess.
You can't. Go here. Go right where I'm standing. Right where I'm standing. Right where I'm standing. Right where I'm standing. You're not where I'm standing.
I know, but I don't see you right now, so I'm just moving. I avoided it.
You avoided the second one. Nice.
That wasn't so bad.
Especially since she dodged a fair bit of it. Okay, that did not hit.
Fuck!
Okay, remember, she does like 3 jumps.
I know, I was just trying to make distance so I could drink. Fuck.
That's fine, we got it pretty low, I'll be honest. That was pretty good for a second attempt with the first time on phase 2. But yes,
Yeah.
so the fleeting microcosm, I don't remember the description, but it's like, it speaks of those using it to try to make it fun. You have the spell, you might be able to check it.
The broken and discarded are fully willing to cling to fleeting simulacra, earning them some modicum of sympathy.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I mean, yes, it wasn't the words you were expecting to hear with Metter, but I mean, either I say that or call her finger mommy. MILF, man, I love birthing fingers. Mid, man, I love birthing fingers.
Please, you're being cringe.
I am never cringe. I am free.
you.
But no, yes.
Only a man that knows true cringe can say those words.
But yes, what I was going to say.
Oh, holy
Yes,
shit.
with respect to the, reason for the name of Metter, that's what it means. Cathedral of the Hand of Metter. And yes, this is the mother of fingers. Are you okay?
Yeah, there we go.
Okay. We can be
Okay.
invaded here, so if something
Okay.
I would advise.
I better
you-
try and penetrate thorns.
Okay, fair enough. I am not cringe. I refuse to acknowledge that, but.
Okay, well, I'm gonna call you cringe because you make me feel cringe.
Alright. coming. Alright. You gotta get close to her. You gotta get close to her. Okay, if you can't, there are little gaps where you can't get hit. Where there's no cover.
You're doing a lot of damage, damn. Wrong button.
Yes, remember, her vagina takes more damage.
I think I'm doing decent damage with this, but I'm not sure if it's you or not doing it.
I think it's both of us.
No, it's doing decent damage.
Trying to get the blue. Ouch. I would heal yourself. We're low.
Yeah, sorry.
That was early on my part. She's summoning finger creepers. Don't let them.
You got all of them.
Oh, nice.
I bled her.
Phase transition.
I'm
So
going
when she lifts
backwards.
her arms up, big explosion. Okay, that was on me too.
I'm okay. She's half health already, so it's like, this is better than last time.
I was somehow inside of her. Yes. Oh, look! Speaking of microcosms. Okay,
Yeah, okay,
just
yeah,
poison
the
again.
peak damage on this is actually doing well, I think, for us.
He's probably doing.
Red Rewards is actually pretty good here.
So there's little parts that aren't pink. Go onto those.
I see it. I saw him.
Nice. Nicely done. He's probably doing big laser as well. Oh.
It's a laser barrage.
That's on me. Yeah, that's on me.
Honestly, I think we're balancing aggro a bit, which works out for us.
Thank you.
I got, and now we run backwards.
Okay, I don't know how to dodge this first one.
I don't either.
Stay near me, stay near me, stay next to me, stay next to me. Stop running away from me. Stop running away from me.
I don't know where the fuck you are. I can't see you.
I'm right next to you. I'm right next to you.
Oh, there you are. Okay.
Dude. Stop running back.
You what? Okay.
It's fine. Don't worry. Oh, that was on you, sorry. She's going for you.
Drink again. I had to drink.
No, I didn't know. It's fine. I didn't realize you were drinking.
I'm drinking again. I'm okay.
We just changed up to aggro. Almost down. I'm trying to get to her front. I'm stuck in her legs.
Rock sling.
Thank you. Well done.
I was like, well, okay, what's the
Wait,
fastest
look at
casting
it,
spell I can do right now?
Look at look.
I'm looking at the microcosm. Yeah, Remembrance of the Mother of Fingers. Ooh, that was a cool fight, but also like kind of terrifying.
Yes. So
I'm gonna go read this right now.
You should read it.
Remembrance of Matu, the Mother of Fingers, hewn into this shadow tree. The mother of all of two fingers and finger creepers was in turn a magnificently gleaming daughter of the Greater Will and the first shooting star to fall upon the lands between.
Now remember, do you remember what else was a shooting star that came to the lands between?
The Elden Beast?
Yes. So that actually tells us that the Elden Beast
She's the
was
mother of the
not-
Elden Beast?
No, that the Elden Beast was not the first star sent to the lands between by the Greater Will.
The Elden Beast is the one that just made the tree? I guess
or the Elden Ring itself, but that Meteor precedes the placement of the Elden Beast in the lands.
Which just goes to the whole, like, with Ymir's whole thing about how he thinks that the mother itself is the one that was wrong.
Well,
For why? Yeah.
Well, before you don't go back to the Cathedral of Manus Meteor yet. Something will happen there that is gonna be iffy. But I would go to Enya in the Round Table Hold and see what you can get from this staff from her
Sure.
remembrance. But I will tell you, you mentioned something earlier, which is that you think Marika got power from the finger runes.
Like, she got something there that basically let her commune with these creatures to, like, to start consolidating her own ideology.
Yes,
Because the Erd Tree is based off her connection to the Elden Ring.
well, the Erd Tree precedes her connection to the Elden Ring, but the Erd Tree, as a symbol of the Golden Order, is a consequence of Marika's ideology. But I want to point out, so Ymir, basically, like, the two fingers have always presented themselves as emissaries to the greater will, as being beings that commune with the greater will. However, we now know that Metyr is their mother.
Yes.
Well, actually, keep reading read the items that you can get from Metyr, just to in case there's something
I will do that. Yes.
Also, one of these is going to be extremely important.
I now have 40 endurance.
Nice, but I would again take a look at what you can get, because
I am
really
doing that
excited
right
to
now.
see what you think of one of them.
No problem. Do you get equipment from this?
No, she doesn't. She's not wearing animality humanoid.
Staff of the Great Beyond. Staff fashioned of the tail fingers. The tail fingers. That's a word.
I mean, she did have fingers at their tail. That's
I know.
what
It just
Microcosm was.
the mother thing. I know the microphog and the microcosm raise aloft of the crux they form. Cast both Caustic sorceries and incantations. The mother received signs from the greater will from beyond to the microcosm. Despite being broken and abandoned, she kept waiting for another message to come. Which is true to all Two Fingers, actually. They all waited for a message that would never come.
Well, sort of. And read the second one, although the second one is more just interesting rather than.
This other one seems like it's a weird int faith strength weapon.
It's more int. It's more int. Int strength. But yeah.
Everyone's just a raw int faith staff.
Well, but what does the second one say?
Fire sword I hate to use, actually. The head of Metyr, the finger mother, wields a weapon of modification. So if in the center of the fingerprint that wrinkles the creature's foremost protrusion, a tiny wart-like eye grazes vacantly into the beyond.
Oh. And then the attack, the weapon art is the pink wave attack that she was doing. It's called Resenter's Kowtow, which seems to suggest
it's Kowtower's resentment.
Kowtower's resentment, which seems to suggest resentment on her part for supplication for her lack of contact. So there's two things I want to say. One, Staff of the Great Beyond. It's the staff that casts sorceries and incantations that you've been waiting for. So you can now cast any incantation you have the faith required, without needing to invest in the seal. So if you
I'll get it. Yeah.
Go through and see, and it's also just it has slightly less scaling than some other staffs, but that's just the cost of the. If you want to see if there's any incants you want to use or aim for, that's something you.
Yeah, I'm also going to rep Rolana's Twin Blades. There we go. And I guess
The other thing that I wanted to say is that the Two Fingers have always been presented as emissaries of the Great. However, Ymir says that the flaws of the old world are based upon the guidance that Marika received from Fingers. I don't think he was talking about the Two Fingers. I think he was talking about Metyr. Or at least, he was talking about the Two Fingers in the context of Metyr as their mother, because he mentions later,
Yes.
the fingers are twisted, and it's Metyr, and it's their mother's fault, because their mother is broken. And according to the description, which probably isn't lying, and in this case, I don't actually think Ymir's lying either, Metyr is broken. She has lost contact with the greater will. And that is explicit, that she has lost contact with the greater will. And since she's the mother of the Two Fingers, I feel like what's happening is that the Two Fingers actually never have been in contact with the greater will.
they were connected to Metyr,
They were contacting Metyr, yes.
who then ran out of things to tell them.
Yes, which is why they go silent, because she doesn't know how to deal with the situation that happens in the lands between, and or
Because the Earth Tree has been burned.
Yeah, but that tells me two things. One, I don't think that the Greater Will itself actually was responsible. Well, the Greater Will itself certainly wasn't responsible for like the Golden Order as an ideology that exists and all of the abuse that it perpetuated and such. It doesn't really seem to have anything to do with that because that is pretty specifically Marika herself, and it seems to be a construct of Marika and Meteor's collaboration, or at least guidance. The second thing is that I think this actually kind of furthers the theory that the Greater Will lacks intent and is more of a cosmic force than anything, because, okay, abandonment does suggest some intent, because that requires, intent to abandon, but I think it does, I think the other thing it speaks to is just that, like, actually, we're going to find out a little bit more that
So I maxed out the staff to +10.
Nice. That suggests that the Greater Will is more of a force than, like, in it. Anyways, let me know when you want to come back to, help me.
I'm gonna go check what incantations I have. The sorcery is more sorcery. Offensive incantations. Let's see. Rejection. Discus of Light. Triple Light. Discus. I can't do multi-layered Ring of Light because that's pure faith. But I can do triple rings.
Triple Rings is actually really good. Triple Rings is a real.
I'll put that there because I guess because let's see. I can't do Burn O Flame, but I can do Fire Serpent. Black Flame, Beast Claw, Garang's Beast Claw, Bestial Sling, Stone of Garank, Flame of Frenzy, Frenzied Burst, Inescapable Frenzy, Golden Arcs. Which ones of those were good?
Golden Arcs is good. Do you have Pest Threads? Because that's good.
I don't know if I do. Let's see. Is it in offensive incantations? I don't think I do.
Oh, fair enough. So do you have Triple Rings of Light?
I have Triple Rings of Light.
Okay, and you can cast it?
Yeah, I got both. I got both instant faith. I basically have 25. I have 25 faith.
It's really good. It's Triple Rings of Light.
How's Flame Serpent?
Fire Serpent is great. It's great. It's got good tracking. It's not got as much range as I'd like, but it's got good range.
Think it'd be better to use it over Flame Shot?
Absolutely. It's so much better than Flame Shot.
Gotcha.
If you have Frenzied Burst that has even longer range, although that has the downside of inflicting madness on yourself, Golden Arcs is good. Doesn't have great tracking, but it casts fast and does good damage. If you have 25 faith,
wait a moment. I'm gonna go. Let me go.
You can also cast Golden. You can also cast Golden Vow. Actually, I would actually love it to cast Golden Vow because that would be an amazing buff for all.
As I move some stuff around, I gotta go put Flame Serpent in. I'm gonna replace Fielding Microcosm, I think, with Triple Rings of Light. I'm gonna keep Gravitational Missile. I like it. I'm gonna keep Rock Sling. I think I'll replace Complete Trio, but I'm going to keep probably Rock Sling, Glintstone Nails, the Great Bow, the Moonblade.
Sounds good.
I'm gonna replace Magma Shot with. I don't need Flame Sling. I don't need Catch Fire Flame. How's Black Flame and like the Flame of Frenzy? Or like Frenzied Burst.
Frenzied Burst is really good long range. Black Flame is. I don't think Black Flame is as good anymore. Not like in terms of nerfs. I just don't think it's as useful for you at this point because.
And could I do? I guess instead of Flame Shot, Flame Magma Shot, could I do Golden Arcs?
Golden Arcs if you want. I would recommend Fire Serpent. Oh wait, you already have.
I already have Fire Serpent, and Triple Rings on. Do I do anything with like any of like the beast ones?
They're good physical damage. I do think they are. I mean, Stone of Garank. Oh, Stone of Garank only requires 13. Oh. Stone of Garank is basically Rock Sling, but an incantation with Rock Sling with more damage. Sorry. Stone of Garank is Rock Sling with a lot more poise damage and about as much physical damage, but basically no tracking compared to Rock Sling.
What was the other spell you're saying you would like buff you like me to be able to do?
Golden Vow. I would really like it if you...
I don't think I have Golden Vow.
I mean, you don't need to get it now, but it might be for next time.
I'll go find it on my own, I guess.
Yeah, you can do it on your own. We don't need to do it.
I actually know where it is, I guess, because I have got Shadow Baits, Divine Fortification, Lightning Fortification, Fire Fortification.
It's in Mount Gelmir in the Corpse Stench Shack. I don't know if you actually ever were there. It's basically if you.
I have Wrath of Gold.
Wrath of Gold is golden. I don't know if you can cast that.
It's 32 faith.
Can't cast it. Wrath of Gold is basically Wrath of Gods from Dark Souls. It's like a big early AOE.
Gotcha.
It's pretty good. It's not as good as Wrath of God.
What's Golden Vow do?
Golden Vow is physical, gives you physical damage and physical resistance. Like 10% to both.
I guess I'm not using the slots anymore.
To both you and your nearby allies for like 60 seconds. It's really good. I'm trying
to see is my scaling the attack power is less on this, but I don't think that means anything change with the scaling though. Staff of the Great Beyond.
I think Staff of the Great Beyond does scale slightly less because
it has 281 scaling instead of 413 scaling for Lusat's.
Well, Lusat's has unexpectedly high scale.
Is it damage will be lower, or will
your damage will be lower, but that's supposed to be the price for the ability.
That's fair. I guess I could always
You could have both. You could also have Lusat's in your offhand, which means you would still get the. Let me check.
I guess I could hold both. I guess.
Let me check something.
How much does it weigh?
Okay.
It only weighs 4 pounds. It's still fine. I'm still medium load. There, I just swap between them. There we go.
Hold on. Let me check.
Oh, so this staff is more like a wand. This staff of the Great Beyond is more like a wand.
Yes. So what I was going to say is that Lusat staff will give you the bonus if you hold it in the offhand in terms of the bonus to all. You won't get the scaling if you're not casting with it, but it will give you the bonus that it passively.
Gotcha. Okay, I'm gonna look up where Golden Vow is because if I just because it's uncustomary night for me. So yeah.
We're not doing that here in my world. That's okay.
Oh.
We don't have to.
Sure.
No, it's fine. It's past midnight. You have to get up early. You're about to. I'm going to tell you now. Something's going to happen when you go back to the cathedral. It's going to probably take a while, so we don't have to do this. I promise. I'm not angry.
No, yeah. I'm just looking at see Golden Vow spell. There it is. Okay. 25 faith. I can do it. Yeah.
Yes. So if you go to the Road of Iniquity,
okay, I see where it is. Okay.
But you need to go to the Road of Iniquity, Grace, and then just basically run down the broken path. You should pass a dead miner.
I only have the Bridge of Iniquity. I don't have the Road of Iniquity.
Okay, the Road of Iniquity. If you go to Volcano Manor, the Volcano Manor side of Grace, and you run out, you should follow the path. And
I see the Road of okay. Yeah, but I also think it looks like I can get it from. I can get it from going from the bridge and then just going along the path.
I guess maybe. I think maybe so. I don't remember. Yeah, I think you're right.
I'm looking at a map where it says it is.
No, I see now. You can't get it. So try that.
I was gonna avoid the maidens.
Yes. Iron Virgin. Fuck that. Fuck that. Not in a fun way.
What do you think is the weird shit inside of them anyway?
I mean, if you can see they're like filled with snakes.
Oh, that's what those like weird tendrils are. Okay,
Those are snakes. I mean, they're
that's a fuck. I just noticed a fuck ton of actual giant corpses here, troll corpses.
troll.
Got golden vow.
Nice. That was
Really easy.
okay. Cool. Well, if you have to go to bed, that's fine. I would actually recommend though that right now you go back to the Cathedral of Manus Metir because I want to actually at least be on a call with you when what happens.
Okay. I mean, I also have to get down there to put my sign down anyway.
Well, I know, but we're not doing that today.
I mean, I shouldn't push it. I should go to bed before the hour's over.
Yes, then you should, but I think you should go back to the cathedral and see what happens when you.
I'm gonna go cathedral. I'll go get golden vow equipped. I guess I now have a thing where it's like I don't want to lower my intelligence, but I guess if I ever more levels, I can't just start putting into faith. I guess.
Well, I mean, what's your int right now?
Int's 80.
Yeah, I don't.
I'm at the cap. I'm at the cap. So like,
I'm
I'm not upping my right now. I'm upping my endurance. My endurance is 40. My vigor is 50. Or now I'm gonna up my mind. Mine's 33. I was gonna up it to 40, and then just, I guess any remaining points after that was going to go into faith.
I mean, I would get your mind to 35 and then start putting.
Okay, I can do that. Just do a little more FP to like get more out of the flasks. All right, I'm gonna keep great bow. I'm gonna replace. I'm gonna replace magma shot for golden vow.
Cool. But yes, let me know before we go. You should go. Whatchamacallit.
I'm at the chap. I'm at the cathedral.
Okay, try to go down the stairs. Down to the church.
That's sunlight pouring in. Done. Evasion. Rings of light. Ow.
Triple rings of light has been a total.
It's not doing much actually.
Oh, that's some. Good.
It's because I think she's like getting too close for me to hit her with it. I'm really happy I'm not getting hit by her fucking multi-hit attack.
Yeah.
Got her. After Frost
Nice.
hitting her. Love, you will be. What the fuck?
Yeah,
Did his eyes come out?
his eyes are just black now, like he's got black makeup near, but look at his chest.
Yeah, they're all like, yeah, it's like reminiscent. He's now spawning a bunch of finger creepers right now.
Yep. Alright, you should probably.
Sorry, what you were saying?
You should probably end him.
Say it louder.
You should end him.
Okay, okay. I thought you were saying like summon you or something like that. I just know they're using the term mother as like basically like creator, but like I don't know why also they couldn't just say father too.
I mean, he is literally birthing them, so...
There.
Is he dead?
I was killing him. I am charge attacking him to death. I killed him. Give me your... Ymir's bell bearing, and I got his outfit, the maternal staff.
So the maternal staff...
I'll read those.
Yeah, you don't have to do it now, because I know you got to go to bed. The only thing I wanted to tell you to prioritize is Ymir's hat, his hat, the High Priest hat.
Finger sorcery helmet. I assume there's another sorcery to get when you give them the bell bearing to the maidens.
No, actually, it just is if you happen to not buy all of his stuff.
I bought all this stuff. I was just curious. What can I do what can I do to cast like his thing where he makes the big finger shield?
Oh, that is found near the in the graveyard, near the gravestone that he was sitting on.
Okay. Cyclical design represents the greater will in its lightless abyss, imparting increased intelligence and arcane to the wearer. The Ymir instructed Rolana in the sorcerer's art, he abandoned his allegiance to the moon. It was merely the closest of the celestial bodies, nothing more.
Yeah, so what the important thing there, besides the fact he was Rolana's teacher, and also I will point out he is very similar. You don't have it with you anymore, but it's the Karian inverted statue that you get from Ronnie that you use to invert the Karian study hall. It looks almost identical. But anyway, so
I mean, he's a count, which means he was like kind of higher up in the Karian nobility.
Or at least the aristocracy. Count would not have been.
I say aristocracies, yes. Like he was a count. Like that's at least like tier 3 on like the scale of like titles.
It depends on the place, but count is usually like just one below duke, and duke is often the highest. Duke or similar is often the highest that like
it's
non-noble.
Usually it's like Marquis or Marquis, and then it's Duke, and then it's King.
Well, it really depends on the country.
Depends on the place, but yeah. And then before that, it's like a baron, then a count, I think.
Yeah, I think baron is the.
It's like 2. It's like basically, I take it as Marquis is like Duke is tier 5.
Oh.
Marquis is 4. Baron is 3. Count I think is 2 essentially, and then I think it's like Knight is 1.
I think something like that. At least it depends. In England, I know Duke is the highest.
Yeah, it's just like in the Noble Houses game I play, that's like kind of the scale we're going with.
Okay, that's fair, but that's for you. But yeah, that makes sense. But anyways, so
Perishing fingers. At your fingers look after their mother. Perhaps it's merely what the mother wishes to believe.
So it will block pretty much all projectiles, but the other thing it does is it's an AoE around.
That's cool. I'm not sure I'll use it though.
And there's also the maternal staff.
I got that, yeah.
I would read that as well as the rest of Ymir's set, but there's one more thing I want you to do before we come off of it. So let me know when you're done reading.
He has all other fingers, carried for wanting a tail fingers of his own. Fingers also representative of a microcosm would not receive any sign. So, as you were saying.
And then, did you read his armor?
Yes, softable tailor, but the hat. Golden embroidery decorates the purple cloth of a jeweled ruff that sparkles like a flower wet with dew. Oh, conceals the abundance of squirming beneath.
Yeah. And then
he ate a lot of those, didn't he?
Something like that, or at least maybe he had made he seems to have made himself a mother, or at least close to it.
I got a birther, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. The other thing is that I think like his underclothes and like his I think his leggings are just underwear and shoes, which is kind of funny.
They're just nicely made.
And his gloves just don't have much, but so
they're softable tailored.
One. The lightness abyss of the greater will seems to suggest, and this is based on his dialogue too, that the greater will, at least in my view, and this is something that a few people have disputed, it's not ironclad, is really more of like a cosmic force of creation, like a big bang, or like and the gap and the black, like the dark matter between, rather than like a god with intent. And
Like it's more of like it's like the source of creation that like put a spark out and like gave
yes, and continues to create. That although that is somewhat disputed, but I do go by that theory. The other is if you sit down at the Grace, you can alter your clothes.
Yeah. It's
Um,
alteration,
I
please.
You can alter the chest piece of Emir's set, and it is one of the few things that will make a completely different item if you alter it. I would do so.
Alter garments. Okay, let's look at this.
His chest piece.
Go find where it is. Finger robe. The robe of Count Ymir, High Priest. The front is open, exposing the squirming fingers beneath. This robe is the image of his fervent desire having broken free, laying bare his greatest wish, and wearing it enhances finger sorceries. I will be the true mother. My fingers will grant us redemption. Damn.
Yeah, shit's kind of fucked. And
Yeah,
yes,
I think I
you
recall
can
it
wear
here.
it, and you can also edit it and change it back if you want to know glorify it.
No, I'm fine keeping it like this because it now increases finger sorceries with the hat.
Oh, and the staff as well.
Yeah, so I think I'm gonna call it here.
Yeah, have a good night. I have been joined by a friend right now.
Oh,
We're taking care of a dog.
oh, you have a new one.
No, they're not mine. We're taking care of a dog belonging to a friend of mine.
Oh, okay.
Yes, that is Max. He is 3, and he is extremely attached to my. Picked my
It's my
father
name.
as his favorite human. What?
Is my name.
Oh. Oh, well, nice to know your name, Max. Thank you. Max. His name's Maximilian.
Oh, mine's just maxed.
Damn.
It's not short for anything.
Fair enough. All right. Well, have a good night, everyone. Thank you.